Example 7. A cylinder is resting on HP with one of its base and axis is parallel to VP. The diameter of the base is 30 mm and axis is 65 mm long. It is cut by a section plane inclined at 45 degree to the HP and passing through left corner of the top base. Develop the surface of this truncated cylinder. So here we are having a cylinder which is directly resting with its base on HP. So the top view will be a circle and front view will be a rectangle. The dia and height is given. It is cut by a section plane at 45 degree to the HP. So we will be having a section plane which will cut the cylinder at an inclination angle of 45 degree with respect to the HP. First we will imagine it to be parallel to HP, then we will tilt the section plane. But here it is mentioned that it is the section plane is positioned at the left corner of the top base. So we have to make sure that section plane should and must pass through the top base left corner of the top base, and hence afterwards we have to draw the development of this truncated cylinder. Truncated means the leftover portion of the cylinder after cutting it with the section plane. So on your screen there is a cylinder. Assume that this cylinder is a hollow. Uh, Inside there is no material, and you can observe the top and bottom base. So I'll just delete the bases. This I have deleted the bottom base in order to show you that this I am assuming it to be hollow, and I will delete the top base also. Now it is completely just the surface of the solid, nothing else. And you can see from the front view there will be a rectangle. That is going to be easy. Now we'll come to our section plane. Here the section plane is given inclined, but we will first take it parallel and then we will place it according to the given question. So now you can see the section plane is parallel. It has cut the solid, but this is not its actual position. I'll show you. So as you can see, this is the parallel section plane, but we need to place it above on the top base because it is given that it is passing through the left corner of the top base. So now you can see that the section plane is passing through the left corner of the top base, as you can see here, and it is inclined to some 45 degree angle with respect to HP. So both these conditions are satisfied now. You can observe this easily. So you can see some shaded portion here. Now I will delete that. So section plane, after cutting with the section plane, this is going to be your final truncated cylinder of which we have to develop the surface. So just to see that, observe this cylinder, truncated cylinder carefully because we have to develop the surface of this. And when you view this from the side, okay, we are viewing from different angles just to visualize this easily. And now just observe it. Now I will just fix any position, and I will just take out the section plane away from it, as this is our final truncated cylinder. Just wait a minute. So I have placed the section plane away just to make you imagine easily, and you can see now the elliptical portion which has been forming because of the cut portion there. And so we have to consider one position before starting the development of its surface. So we will take one of the position, let's just say this position. We will consider this position because from this position we can develop the surface easily. I'll show you why I have taken this. So just observe it. This. So I'll stop here. Now I have to take out the surface. That means I have to bend this curvy portion into a straight form like a paper, and I have to bring all this into one single plane. So I'll just cut this portion from somewhere, like I am cutting it from the maximum portion at the maximum point of the top base where the sectional plane was cutting. And now you see that I am unfolding it little bit. So if I unfold it half, it will look like this. So I will unfold it more now. And if I unfold it all, it will look something like this. You can see the unfolding and folding together. So now it is going to be very easy. It's looking like irregular, but we will see exact shape while drawing.
So now we'll start with the top view again. This is a circle of 30 mm diameter, and this is the front view. Axis height is given as 65 mm. Again, I am drawing this with 2H pencil only because this is not part of the answer. It's just we are drawing to get the dimensions of the developed surface. Also, it is mentioned in this question that it is cut by a section plane inclined at 45 degree and it is passing through the left corner of the top base. So this is the top base, this is the bottom base, this is the left corner, and the angle of section plane is 45 degree. So you can take from anywhere angle. I am setting here from the top corner base. This is 0, 45, and this is your section plane. This is your section plane. I am marking XX here for your reference. And also assume that now it has not been cut. It is not been cut, and we have to draw the surface, lateral surface, which is a simple case as we have seen this previously, the development of cylinder in question number 3. So it will be simply be a rectangle of length pi d, which would equate to your pi, that is 3.14 into diameter 30, 94.2. This is 94.2. So this is the developed surface of the we have to develop the lateral surface here, but for that we need to get generators. The more the generators will get here, we'll get more points and the diagram will be very smooth. Again, I am dividing the circle into 12 equal parts, which, as you know, 360 by 12 is equal to 30. So I have to take angle 30 every time, and then now our circle is divided into 12 equal parts. I will number them now: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, and this is 7 dash. Again, this point is 8 dash, 9 dash, 10 dash, 11 dash, and 12 dash. So these are the 12 generators, and as we have divided this into 12 parts, we have to divide this portion also into 12 equal parts. For that, as you know that the length is 94.2 pi d, that is pi d, we can divide this simply 94 by 94.2 by 12, and we can take equal distances from here. Or else we have other way of dividing the line into two equal parts. Just see that, observe that from this point, just take any angle with the drafter, any angle as you wish, need not be 30, 40, anything, and draw a line with 2H pencil till your 12 centimeter, or you can take 6 also at a distance of 5.5, but taking 12 would be easier, and mark at each centimeter. This is the actual way to divide a straight line into equal number of parts. And now join this 12 point with 12 point and set the drafter. See? So it is divided into 12 equal parts. And the other way, as I have said this, you can take 94 by 12 the distance, and then you can cut that arc of that distance, first, second, third, fourth, in this fashion. But this is quite easy, because just we need to take 12 centimeter line, join the last points, and then set the drafter, take the other lines. So this is, I will take this as 1 dash. So this will become 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, 10, 11, 12, 1 dash again, because this is the same generator. This is the same generator here. Now I will extend these point lines. Now see that this is the 1 dash line. So it is cut by the section plane here, and 1 dash line is here and also here. See, the section plane is cutting this second generator here. So I need to project this. I am projecting it till the end, because this is 2 dash and 12 dash also. So this point will also appear here. This is your 3 dash and 11 dash generator. 3 dash and 11 dash section plane is here. So you will get 1 point here and 1 point here. This is your 4 dash and 10 dash. This is your 4 dash, this is your 10 dash, 10th line. This is your 5 dash and 9 dash, 5 dash and 9 dash. Section plane is cutting this generator here. So this is 6 dash, this is 8 dash. And the last generator, that is the 7th generator. Here is the 7th generator. You will see that after joining this point, you will get a smooth curve. I will show you. This you have to done with free hand only. Don't try to use the compass or protector, anything here. So this is the portion which has been developed after cutting this cylinder. See that this portion has been removed. That is why this portion has not, I have not darkened this portion. This you have to left as with 2H pencil only. So this is the portion. This is your actual answer. And for the dimensioning part, you can dimension the base circle and the axis height and the angle of this axis height. So this completes our exercise number 7.
So this is the final solution of our cylinder, which was cut by a section plane, and this is its surface. As you can see, as we have already seen the surface, this point here relates to this point, and this point here relates to this point. As I have cut the scissor or the as I assume that I will cut from here and I will unfold this cylinder. You can cut from this side and you can just have the development in another fashion also. In that case, this portion will come in this side and in this side, and this major portion will come at the center. Just imagine this in another fashion. Just imagine that this portion has been opened. As you can see here, if we close this will form a cylinder. So like, if it's getting confused, just let it be. And this is your final solution. But the other solution is also correct, in which this half portion will come this side, because you can cut from here also. Cut means not the section plane, but to unfold it, to unfold the cylinder.